So in high school, he was like 6'6", 300 in New Jersey. And he had to have thumb surgery. And they gave him Oxy. And it ends up that he got addicted. And then he, for years, and then it was too expensive for Oxy. So heroin, he said he could get, I forget how much an Oxy pill was, but he said for that price, he could get 20 to 50. He was doing 50 to 100 bags of heroin a day. So we went to this rehab center with Frank Mattias and a couple of other ex-professional athletes. And he moved to Florida. He came back during the pandemic. He had two of his friends die overdose. And his mom said she came to the house and she just knew. She came upstairs, his room was immaculate. And she found him slumped over with a needle in his arm, and he died at 30 years old of a drug overdose. And they talked about at Kent State, 3 football players, the star quarterback, one of the wide receivers, one of the other, I think, cornerback and a wide receiver, all became addicted. The star quarterback and a player died. The third one is sober now, but when his friend died, he went to his funeral and then went home and did drugs. Like Nikki Sixx had the overdose. Remember that I talked about Motley Crue? Went home and then shot up again and woke up with a needle in his arm. OD'd, and they brought him back to life. Went home, shot up again, and found the needle and a pool of blood on his arm. And Kent State said, no, we never had a problem, And then there was a high school kid in Massachusetts who tore his labrum pitching. He was a star pitcher, and they showed him his stick. They gave him 102 pills, became addicted, and then he OD'd but survived, but was brain dead. And they brought him back, and he's like, he has to be helped 24/7. He will never be the same. He talks like he talks very slow. His mother has to dress him and everything, and it's just scary. Gave him 102 pills to start off with, and not like, hey, don't overdo it. And it was like that. And the kid I talked about, what's his name again? Alieri, said the first time he took the pill, Donnie Alieri said the first time he took the Oxy, he just felt a calmness about him and he knew he was in trouble. Because I still remember